Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and fellow advocates, thank you for recognizing my Aunt Judy with the You Make a Difference Award. I accept this with immense pride and gratitude on behalf of my remarkable aunt. While she is no longer physically with us, her spirit and passion are very much alive in everyone she met, and I'm deeply honored to share this moment with all of you. Judy dedicated her life to the pursuit of equality, inclusivity, and empowerment for individuals with disabilities. Her tireless efforts and unwavering commitment to the spina bifida community and to the broader disability rights movement have left an indelible mark on our world. Judy's journey began with her own experiences as a young girl living with polio. She faced countless barriers and discrimination in her education and everyday life, but instead of succumbing to adversity, Judy chose to rise above it. She channeled her experiences into a lifelong mission to break down these barriers and pave the way for a more inclusive society. Through decades of advocacy, Judy has achieved remarkable milestones. Her groundbreaking work in securing the rights of students with disabilities through the implementation of Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 revolutionized the educational landscape in the United States. Her activism didn't stop there. She went on to play a crucial role in the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act in 1990, the monumental legislation that continues to shape the lives of countless individuals with disabilities. But Judy's impact extends far beyond legislative victories. She has been a beacon of hope and inspiration for countless individuals with spina bifida and other disabilities worldwide. She has shown us all what is possible when one person's passion meets unwavering determination. As her niece, I've had the privilege of witnessing Judy's dedication firsthand. I've seen her work tirelessly, travel the globe, and speak passionately to raise awareness and change attitudes. Her resilience in the face of adversity, her unshakable belief in the power of advocacy, and her boundless compassion have left an indelible impression on me. Today, as we honor Judy Heumann with the You Make a Difference Award, let us remember that her journey is not just her own. It is a testament to the potential within each of us to make a positive impact on the world. Her story reminds us that we have the power to challenge the status quo, to advocate for change, and to create a more inclusive and equitable world for all. Judy Heumann has made a profound difference, not only for individuals with spina bifida, but for all people with disabilities. She has shown us that disability is not a limitation, but a source of strength and resilience, and she's proven that one person can indeed change the world. On behalf of Judy and our entire family, I want to express our deepest gratitude to the Spina Bifida Association for this tremendous honor. It is a testament to the enduring impact of her work and the countless lives she has touched. Let us continue to carry her torch forward, to build on her legacy, and to ensure that her vision of a more inclusive world, including taking pride in one's disability, becomes a reality. Remember, Judy changed the world because she was not willing to take no for an answer. She was willing to make a fuss about it. Thank you all for your support, and thank you to my dear Aunt Judy for her unwavering dedication to making a difference.
I want to live in a world where all people are respected and do not live in fear of discrimination.
Judy Heumann was born on December 18, 1947. At 18 months, she contracted polio and started using a wheelchair for mobility. In the 1950s, at the age of 5, when registering for kindergarten, Judy was denied the right to attend school. The school was inaccessible, and her parents were told she would be a fire hazard due to a wheelchair. After years of fighting, Judy was able to attend school in the 4th grade, but was put into a segregated disabled classroom. In her 20s, she battled the New York Board of Education when they refused to give her a teaching license because they were afraid she could not evacuate herself or her students in case of a fire. She sued, and the New York Board of Education settled. She got a job and became the first teacher in the state to use a wheelchair. In the early 1970s, one of Heumann's early experiences that shaped her activism occurred when she attended Camp Jened, a summer camp for disabled teenagers in upstate New York. At Camp Jened, Heumann found a community of other disabled people with shared lived experiences. She also found that the camp's directors and staff were supportive and believed in the potential of people with disabilities to live full and meaningful lives. These experiences at Camp Jened sparked Judy's lifelong commitment to the disability rights movement. Many major players in the disability rights movement came out of Camp Jened.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jim Lebrecht. I was born with spina bifida 67 years ago, and you may know me as one of the co-directors of the documentary Crip Camp. If you've seen the film, you know that I met Judy Heumann at Camp Jeanette in the Catskills back in the very early 1970s. And Judy really helped set a course for my life. She really introduced me into the concept of being an activist for disability rights, the concept of pride in who I was. And she's someone who is a lifelong mentor to me. So I have to say that I miss her every day, but the things that were important to her and her work are things that are very, very much important to me, and that I continue trying to do as best I can. And I encourage everyone to think about what they could do to carry on Judy's work. Well, what was that work? Well, it was disability rights. It was national and international. It was definitely not taking no for an answer when there was something very obviously wrong with what we were encountering. Speaking up, confronting people to try to change these policies that so many of us still live with, that are keeping people with disabilities from having lives of their own choosing. I'm especially struck by her work internationally, but also that she and I really met a great deal on her love for storytelling. So I would say that a few things that you can do to know Judy even better is Judy had a podcast and video channel called The Heumann Perspective. It's just full of really wonderful conversations that Judy had with so many different people. For me, disability is my culture. I share an experience with so many other people. And the beautiful thing about disability is that it cuts across all strata of society. So there are many, many voices out there that I listen to and I learn from. And I encourage everyone to take some time and kind of search these resources out. Is there an organization in your town that it's really doing good work? Is there a CIL? Is there a branch of ADAPT? I learn a great deal by following people on social media, like Alice Wong, and going to her Disability Visibility Project website. So, thank you for allowing me to share a couple of thoughts. I miss my friend Judy. I think she was friends to thousands of people. And, may her memory be a blessing. Thank you.
She also took part in a series of demonstrations, including shutting down Manhattan traffic to protest President Nixon's veto of the 1972 Rehabilitation Act. She was hauled off an airplane for insisting she had a right to her seat, and she launched a 28-day sit-in at a federal building in San Francisco to get crucial sections of the Rehabilitation Act enforced. While in San Francisco, she was an instrumental part in founding the Berkeley Center for Independent Living and helped launch the independent living movement. She also graduated from the University of California, Berkeley, with a master's in public health in 1975. Judy's advocacy work also contributed to the implementation of the Americans with Disabilities Act, or the ADA, in 1990, which prohibits discrimination against individuals with disabilities in areas such as employment, transportation, and public accommodations. Judy's leadership and advocacy work were instrumental in the passage of these important laws, which have greatly improved the lives of people with disabilities by ensuring their access to education, employment, and full participation in society. Her legacy continues to inspire advocates today to work towards further progress in disability rights and to create a more inclusive society for all. In 1992, Judy married the love of her life, Jorge Pineda, and here are a few words from him.
Hello, I'm Jorge Pineda, Judy Heumann husband. On behalf of the You Make the Difference Award, I want to thank everybody for asking me to give a statement. And thank you for all your support. As everybody knows, Judy was always in favor of everything and everybody and support everybody. We have to support her dead or alive, okay? Thank you for asking me to talk with you. Bye-bye.
Judy has a variety of other accomplishments as well. In 1983, she co-founded the World Institute on Disability, one of the first global disability rights organizations founded and led by people with disabilities. Moving to Washington, D.C., she served as the Assistant Secretary of the Office of Special Education and Rehabilitation Services in the Clinton administration from 1993 to 2001. From 2002 and 2006, she worked at the World Bank as their first advisor on disability and development. In 2010, Heumann became the first special advisor on disability rights for the U.S. State Department. Appointed by President Obama, she worked to make disability rights a part of the State Department's agenda and pushed for an international version of the Americans with Disabilities Act. On March 4th, 2023, Judy passed away at the age of 75 years old. She is an instrumental figure in the disability rights movement and trailblazed through periods of hardship to make this world a better place. However, as she puts it, her story is not really her story. Her story is the story of many other people. In so many ways, disabled people are isolated from each other. Fundamentally, disabled people and their allies need to band together to speak out against the oppression and discrimination against anyone. We want to honor and thank the work that Judy Heumann has done and for telling the world that disability only becomes a tragedy when society fails to provide the things needed to live an independent life.
What would you like to be remembered for?
My compassion and fight for change.
And Judy, what would you like people to know about the disability movement?
It's becoming more powerful. Disabled people are feeling prouder and speaking up, recognizing that disability is a part of who they are.